Trigger warning. The following content may discuss sensitive topics such as mental health, abuse, violence. Please proceed with caution and take care of yourself. If you feel uncomfortable, it's okay to step away.
Recent court case. So that's when videos were put up. Hey Tim, you okay? So that's when the video surfaced of Martin Haberfield's. Now we know what Martin Haberfield's was stung for. That's why the people are only stung for one thing, right? So his location is not actually London. And I'm just going to go through these videos because this is what tied us down to pretty much that we know he's not far from where he is and we've got his exact address. So I'm just going to play a couple of videos which lead us all to his exact whereabouts today. So I'm going to play his first video. So let me just turn her up.
Don't know why they call him. Like I said, they ain't got nothing better to do.
Right, now there's a full turn in this. Now I want you to watch this again and look behind him. I want you to look again and look behind him. So I'll let it replay.
I know. Don't know why they call him. Like I said, they ain't got nothing better to do.
Right, so this is what our guys have been waiting for, is this sort of shit, right? So, now this is not far from a family centre. It's like a library that holds like a family hub in it, okay? Right, so we're now going to go to what he slipped on live behind him one day. Was this building here. Now, it's a little bit blurry to you guys. It's a little bit blurry, but this defined us to where he quite often goes live. Which is this. It's this exact place. Let me move that down a bit. This is the exact bit. Would you agree that's the same as, even though it's blurry, would you agree that's this place? Like, all similar. This is the area. So now we're going to listen to, like, because this is another thing, background is very important.
Best thing to do is keep my mouth shut. Best thing to do is keep my mouth shut. Let this fucking robot get a fucking grip.
So he claims all of us are saying he's been stung and we've got the proof. We're all robots and we're all like dead end accounts. Listen in the background.
Thank you.
Right, you've heard it, yeah? I'll let it play again.
Best thing to do is keep my mouth shut. Let this fucking robot get a fucking grip.
So you can clearly hear kids in the background there, and you could see a B&M, right? Well, of course, you, Martin, my boy, have dropped yourself in it in exactly where you are, haven't you? This is it. So there's a B&M one that you've just heard. So just for those of you that don't know, just a quick background from. So this was put up in 2019. As I say, was stung 2017. Martin Haberfield, Leicester, also with UK Justice at Manchester, Angel Hunters assisted by DOPE. We can confirm that Martin was arrested at his home address last night and at his home address following an alleged Martin lured young girls in by using son's pictures, and that's what he done. Same man? Would you say that's the same man? Of course it's the same man, right? Martin Haberfield in his 50s, Leicester, arrested. So, we're going to listen to this little video. This is where he quite often sits live.
Go back to Bin Laden.
Yes, we did say that.
Baked beans.
There you go.
Baked beans.
This is how he always used to be.
I don't like baked beans.
So this is how he always used to be. He used to be very grumpy and grouchy. Well, now we're going to go to exactly how we found him. So yet again, remember that video in the background, the very first one, which is this one? It's this video. Look at that there. Now this is a really big error for someone that's trying to hide right there, that. Because I'll tell you now, not many places will have this exact same mural on a wall there. Not many places at all. Well, there's like the library with the family hub. There's the mural on the wall up there. But let's just make that a little bit clearer, if we can. So that's that there. Right, and then we go back to the video.
You mad? I know.
Hold on. Just got that there. Don't all of them play on that. It's that mural that done it for you, mate. Well, that is this place. So there he goes. It's a learning centre, isn't it? Shepherd's Learning Centre. I think it's Shepherd Shed. I think that is. Shepherd Shed's there, yeah. So this is where Sylvie goes. This is where Hayes Round sits live. Keep in mind in that mural on the wall. Oh, there you go, the B&M. There you go, the B&M. So there was the original from the first snapshot from the beginning. Now we managed to match up. Shep Shed, there you go, Shep Shed. That's the one. Now that mural on the wall. Shep Shed Library with Family Hub support. There it is. What's right there on the wall? What's right there on the wall, Hans? So that's where he's hiding about, hanging about. So yes, that matches exact there in his background, right? But now, here's Shepshed's Library. Now, you live in Mulberry Court, don't you? You live in Mulberry Court, right opposite all this shit, don't you, Mr. Haberfield? Mulberry Court is where you live. It's exactly where you live. Mulberry Court. Now, when you look for this place on Google Maps or Earth, right, you'll find these are new builds. These are new builds that weren't built that long ago, and here are those as they were being built. Unlucky Martin Haberfield, caught is what you have been, caught. So yes, Martin, you are not well hidden like you thought. So, just to reiterate to yous, that he is in Shep Shed, Leicester. So he's not far from where he was originally stung. It is a one-bed flat, and it is opposite a children's centre. Quite often, they all get put near some form of school or children's centre. Any images he uses on any of his profiles, I'm talking TikTok, Facebooks, or anything like that, these are all screenshotted and cropped images. Now, we have proven that, for example, this is what Martin posted. Look in the background here, right? This is what Martin posted. Now we're just going to show you the actual post off Google. Bunzilla, exactly the same, no different. So he uses all his fake profile pictures, all stuff like that. He is opposite a thingy. Sorry, one second, who's in the box? Who's in the box? 1 second, sweet. Oh, it's the observer. Did you want the box? Sorry, I'll let you up anyway. If you don't, you can drop. Did you want the box? Sorry.
Yeah, I just want to try and get people in your mates try and raise awareness of this, because this is shocking.
No worries. Sorry, straight. Sorry, but yeah, so Martin Haberfield, you are actually in Mulberry Court, Leicester, is exactly where you are. And this is Shepshed Library. Mulberry Court, you are directly opposite this fucking library slash family centre, aren't you? So you're not hidden, like you thought. There's the comparisons of what he posts to where we got it off Google. This is what the man does. And this is why I kept pointing out that mural. Is it mural? Mural? I don't know how you say it, but it's one of those. That's why I kept pointing that out, because not many places will have that exact same thing there now, will they? Do you know what I'm saying? Not many places will have that exact mural on a wall. Mural, there you go. Mural. Thanks, Buns. Thanks, Pat. But this is the man. But this goes to prove a point. Look at where they're placed him, right opposite one of these. Now, this is what baffles me in this country. Now, you'll find this happens a lot more regular than you probably think. They quite often place predators near family-run places or family gathering places, i.e. schools, libraries, like playgrounds, anything of that kind. Anything. This is why we was waiting for green screen slips, waiting for him to just show a tiny bit of the background, because luckily enough, it's always that tiny bit of background like this one that fucking shot him over. Because he'll try and say we're robots, right, and that this is fake. So that's definitely not. I can't show you the rest of it because obviously it shows the person's camera roll there. But we'll now go back to, yet again, that mural. There we go. And there it is. So we can't all be robots, Martin. Otherwise, I'm going to say you're a robot standing in front of that mural. This is Martin Haberfield's this. So he's not far from where he was originally stung anyway. So this is, I think they do that to hide them, thinking they wouldn't be moved there. But the thing is, I think, see, if any of us have got a brain like us, right, we know that they quite often put people in these places. It's more common than it's not. Oh, there you go. For those of you that have just joined or might be late, there is a poll in the top left of the screen for you that will just give you a brief rundown if you've just joined. But this is Martin Haberfield, and we're pretty much here today to show you his whereabouts. We have shown his whereabouts, but we will. His mod in the box needs looking at far too protecting. Right, so this is something else I want to clarify. Martin is also known for having his mods. They're also children. The other day he told a child that this live wasn't for him and to go out right now because everyone was trolling him. I think that might have been the day I got blocked. Chloe, do we have the... oh, here we go. We have got it. So this is his sneaky account, right? So this is another account he uses. Now, this was only found because my mods were watching him, and the way he was talking to a guy, right? So I was watching this guy's follows, and I'm refreshing his follows by the second to see who he would follow and what the account was, because that's where Martin said he was going. Well, just for your reference, that's the other account. It's Mixboy8. That's his other account. This is his little sneaky account, as you would call it, that he got the other person to follow. So both accounts were followed. They were refreshing that, and as soon as boom, there he is, followed. And that's how we've got that. So that's his other account. That's Martin Haberfield's sneaky account with 87 followers, 80 likes. And the burger and chips picture again. That's not me farting. That is my chair. It does need oiling, Hans. It does need oiling. 1 second. So if you search Martin01, which was, I believe it was it VIP Boy Observer? Was it? I think it was a VIP Boy. But if you put in Martin01, it would also come up as well. It's a bit black. It's a bit weird for you, isn't it, camera? There you go, Martin01. That's the one he normally can be seen on, which the profile picture says VIP. It's like a VIP. That's what it says. It says VIP. Blame that chair 2 years old. You should have heard me last night, Burns. Should have heard me last night. And his sneaky account, the other one, is Martin02 Mixboy8. Martin Haberfield, Mulberry Court, Shepherd. There you go. There you go. It's there for you in the comments. That's his exact location to the pinpoint. This is it. And there's that B&M right across the road. That same B&M, look. See, this is why, Hans, if you are going to hide and you know there is a chance your green screen can slip, your chances are just stay against the wall. Because you'll always get found. Because there will always be an error. There'll always be a green screen slip of some sort. And this is literally the shit we were waiting for, was all the slips. So yeah, so we know he messages kids. So just to reiterate the post, we'll show you all again because you all might not know who he is. Sorry if it's a bit blurry. So this was by Keeping Kids Safe, and this was posted in 2019. I reiterate again, he was stung in 2017. This is when it was all posted and the video surfaced. And I will play the video for you in just a second. So UK Justed Manchester Angel Hunters arrested by DOPE. We can confirm Martin was arrested at his home address last night following alleged CS offences. Martin urged young girls by using his son's pictures. Now, I just want to reiterate, his child's not all that innocent either. Okay, he's not a predator to this. He's not a predator like his dad, but his son's not an okay person. But just for you guys that don't know him, I'm just going to play it for you. It is half hour long, so if you want to watch it, you can stay and watch it. You don't have to, should you don't want to. But here was the sting from 2019 in all its glory. It's half an hour long. So, there's Martin. Right, hold on. Let me go to the thingy. Turn the volume up, hun. Right, have we got you up?
Talking to any children on Snapchat?
No.
That you know of that are under the age?
Because I've deleted it.
Okay, Instagram.
Was you?
No, one.
Talking.
Because the police are going to take your devices, they're going to download it, and they'll be able to find everything.
This is the sting from 2017.
Snapchat.
Your Instagram looked quite interesting, though, didn't it? There's some children on there, though, weren't there?
Yeah.
So can I just ask you?
But I can't say what they age.
The police will.
Can I just ask you a question again, right? Oh, my brain's gone absolutely frozen.
Can I just say, right? Oh, well, we've looked
Yes,
at your Instagram.
the one that got
you
his
look at the
mushroom
pictures,
out on it.
You can blatantly see a lot of them are
mousy.
children.
Yeah, but-
You only have to look to see. Yeah, they look young.
Yeah, but some of them put fake pictures.
Well, like
Then
you.
don't talk.
Hey, Sam, that's you, isn't it?
Then don't talk.
So if you saw a picture of me, on an Instagram page, would you think how old would you think I am?
About 22, 25.
There you go. So I'm over the age of 16. Okay, so you can tell the difference. You can identify somebody's age pretty well because you're pretty much spot on.
Me too, Amelia, unfortunately.
You think it's good speaking to somebody under the age of 16?
So let's go through it again. How many children are you talking to?
2.
Right. So we know of 3, right? So second of all, why did you ring to make sure that was a real child? How many other children have you rung on the phone and spoken to?
Just that one.
Just that one. And
Yeah.
why did you do that?
Because she had learning difficulties.
Right.
That's what she told me.
Yeah, she did, yeah. Correct.
I ain't going to lie to that.
No, go on.
And I said, because I've got better dyslexia, she's got learning certificate, and I said,
Dyslexia is completely different
Would it be
to
possible?
learning difficulties.
would it be possible to speak to your mum? And she said yes.
No.
No.
Listen.
You wanted to call her, and she said...
She was deaf.
Yeah.
She was deaf, wasn't she?
Yes,
She couldn't
she's
hear.
deaf. So she said, but you can speak to my mum if you want to.
Yeah,
And you said, yes, please.
But you're preying on a vulnerable child. Not only is she vulnerable because she's a child, she's now vulnerable because she's got learning difficulties. So why the more vulnerable the better? What is it?
She has to phone it.
Shaz, can you give the number a call for me, please?
What, my number?
Yeah.
Are you so far?
No.
We don't want to, we already know your number.
You already sent us it.
So
The decoy to call your phone.
Yes.
You know, once you spoke to that child's mum, in your head you believed it was a real child, didn't you?
No, because I thought
Liar.
she was out sitting on the settle with her mum, and she was...
Thank you,
You thought she was
Observer.
a real child. A real child.
Thank you.
Then you didn't think she was a catfish. You thought she was a real child.
And they
And then
excited you,
after
didn't it?
that, you sent her penis pictures and asked her to penetrate herself to the stage where she told you she was bleeding and you told her to carry on. You are vile. You're an animal.
If you check Mod's comments,
You don't
they'll
get
show
what
you
you
his
do.
whereabouts now.
You really don't.
What's the legal age of consent in the UK?
16, isn't it?
Yeah, 16. So you know.
What's the
anyone
legal
that-
age to send indecent images?
17 or 18.
18. So if you knew that,
No,
how come you don't
Jules.
on it says the 13? Most people believe it's 16, but for you to know it's either 17 or 18 shows that you are capable of knowing the law.
Martin
That
Haberfield.
shows it even worse knowing that it's not 16, there's another 2 years to wait.
So just for reiteration, the reason why I'm showing this from 2017 is because this man's back on the app, and also China. He's around an area that's surrounded by kids. If you check Mod's comments, that's his exact whereabouts, which is what we've not long gone through. Oh.
So have you received any other indecent images?
Charles, are you there?
That one. She never had it
Sarah,
from children
can you give
before.
her a call?
Never. Sure about that? How long have you been talking to these children?
Actually.
What changed them? What happened one day when ping
That's ringing now.
and stopped talking
Okay.
to children today?
Yeah, it's ringing.
Is the number showing?
Yeah.
Okay. We can't show you, as you can hear it. Yeah, we can't show you.
We're not touching the phone.
Coming
You
off
want to
there.
answer it?
Answer the phone.
I
You answer
agree.
it. Put it on loudspeaker and you answer it. Keep that number away from...
Yes, right. It's the
Hello?
Child's Library opposite. Family Hub.
Hello? Hello?
There you go, just figure it out.
It's because there's a delay from video to...
Hello?
Who is back on the app?
Sam.
Yeah, I know there is, Faye. This is what we was discussing. They all get put near a school or family-run places.
Sam or Martin?
Split personality disorder, that's another
No,
LD.
she's asked who's speaking. I told
Hi,
you. Sam or
Charmaine.
Martin, ain't lying. Can you tell her who you are talking to right now? Who I'm talking to right now?
I'm the decoy that you've been talking to.
13-year-old child, you get an erection?
Okay.
You know when they listen to these videos in court, and the judge will say, normally when it comes to sentencing,
Keep it going, please.
he's got to decide.
Cut it.
Yeah, it's okay.
He's got to decide
You can cut that, yeah.
whether or not you genuinely believe that was a real child. And you've already said,
The way you're so cocky and blasé about it and smirky.
You did, didn't you? So did they excite you knowing that she was actually a real child and that's why you ran her mum?
and that you had full control.
I did have no control.
Yes, you did. You had full control over that child.
I'm alright,
You
sweet.
told
Not
her
too
to masturbate.
bad.
Thanks, Shaz.
You groomed her to that stage where she was masturbating. You took control of her.
There is a poll up here for your Huns.
Say what the word is. Didn't you? Of course you had full control over it.
No, I did not.
You did.
Yes, she did.
You told her.
She is a vulnerable child because she says she has severe learning difficulties. Where's she homeschooled?
I wasn't.
You. So
I'm the one that was homeschooled. When I said to
They
you,
smashed it, this
when you
team.
sent me
Can't
indecent
even-
messages, sexual messages, asking me to do stuff to myself, and then the next morning, you turned around and asked me how it felt. And I said to you it felt weird, and you said good. How did you think that made me feel that morning when you messaged me that morning after, asking me that if I enjoyed it? Why would you ask a 13-year-old child? Why would you ask that?
Correct.
Do you know what I?
No,
what
see,
I
this
think?
is why I couldn't go out doing this in person, because my fist would run wild.
You are sick. You are a horrible person.
What's your views on paedophilia? What do you think of paedophiles?
I don't like them.
You don't like them?
So you don't like yourself?
Yeah, that would be my issue, Kane.
Don't you like yourself? Do you feel like your whole life's now over? Do you feel like killing yourself?
His name is Sam 19 and also.
I'll make sure the police are aware of that, because they'll have to probably remind you for your own safety.
I didn't see it too.
Please have to remind me now of your own safety.
Give me a nice glass cell so they can watch you for your interview tonight.
You just told him not to kill yourself, so you'll be
And it is actually recorded. But I'm not that serious. Well, it doesn't matter.
Why are you suicidal?
Hey.
Why are you
Oh,
suicidal?
just says feel like killing yourself. You just like
So do you want to kill yourself? Yes or no? It's a simple answer. Yes or no?
It's either yes or no.
But you are.
There you
Wait,
go.
I feel like.
That's
I'll
better.
be shit off you.
I think we're past it now.
Do you know, we have done nothing but work on you.
Barbara seems pretty rough, so let's hope that lasts much longer there with any luck.
Being up till hours in the morning with you messaging. When I said to you I had to get to bed for school, you turned around and said, you chat with me.
Just to
How long has it
That is
been going on?
horrible.
clarify this.
How long has it been going on?
What else are you aware of? Yes, you've been talking to us, but behind the scenes, there's been safeguarding going on all your little accounts that we found. The ones with real children on.
4 accounts.
Their parents have been notified, and their children have been notified to get rid of you because you're filth. Pure filth.
It's Saturday, aren't you? Deleting pictures and stuff off that.
He's actually deleted his photos.
Yeah, you told me you deleted the app.
Because I've been on the app, and you've actually deleted the photos today, haven't you?
I deleted the photos.
Sam or Martin.
Don't mind if you delete it on the Facebook, get
I've been
back anyway.
on Facebook yesterday and deleted it.
Yes, it is, Jane.
But I ain't been on no
postman.
apps today.
How old are you?
Not about today.
Any WhatsApp.
How old are you?
Hey,
How old are you?
40. Oh, 53.
53.
53, you told me you was 42, you dirty get.
And you also,
You didn't section him.
and also on the app, you've also got 37 on the app.
So how
Why
old
have
are
you
you?
lied? Why have you lied? You have got 37 on the app on Martin.
Said you was
You have messaged
37.
me.
What do you mean 30?
You said you were 37 years of age. That's what you said. You said you was 19 years of age.
How old is it?
54.
54 years.
So come on, so why?
You're vile.
Actually, I'm 52.
Oh,
Oh, so it's still
there you go.
like that.
Guess what? 5'2", yeah?
Age down.
5'2" is 52, okay?
No,
And 1'3" is 13. 1'4" is 14, okay? 1'3", 1'4" equals children.
What age does it tell you?
42 told her.
That he would have
Why do
happily
you
tried to
tell-
rip away.
Why do you tell her 42?
Absolutely.
And why say on the app that you are 20?
And 19.
On Sam it says 20. Don't lie to me, because I will raise my voice so your neighbours hear of what you are. Would you like me to? Right, comply with what I'm asking you then, please.
Of course you wouldn't.
Why does your age on the app, when I messaged you my age, why did you say you was 20 years old?
So I was using my son's photo.
You haven't
But you're
got a
not
son.
20.
Yeah, he's got 4.
He's got 4 now.
He is actually.
He's got 4 now.
He actually uses it.
Sam is his own son.
Right. What will your son think of this now?
son was 9
We've done
times
this.
and he was 11.
We've
I
covered
missed
this.
it.
I know.
I would have told his bloke, you know. What?
He's not a bloke, he's a gentleman.
Gentle.
But I can't say you're a gentleman. I think you are vile. There's no words to say, to be honest.
How long have you had a sexual gratification towards children then? How long?
Probably just a week.
A week.
So what happened a week ago?
Right. So
What happened a week ago that made you want?
What happened in your
What happened
life?
with these children on
to
the
make you
Facebook
fancy
page?
children?
I don't.
You've just said that you've got a preference to young children, and that started a week ago. So what happened a week ago in your life?
Definitely longer than a week ago.
About a week ago. That's all.
Where's these children come from then? From your Facebook page? Your 4 Facebook pages. You've got real children on there. Where have they come from? If you've only had a
I've
fantasy.
got 2
And still
If you only
continues
had
to
a
follow
fantasy,
them this day.
If you want to raise your voice, I'll raise my voice higher. No, you haven't got 2 accounts. You have got 4 accounts. We know you have.
Facebook.
Do not lie.
About Facebook.
Listen.
This is Facebook.
Stop trying
You
to-
have 4 accounts on Facebook.
There is.
We know there is.
Yeah, but some of them.
And on how many?
Some of them.
There's real children on there.
But they are
I looked on one, it was 4.
Was it 1 account or was it 2 that we saw with children?
Thing
on?
is, you've got to remember, okay? You're trying to be clever now. You're trying to be
All 4
smart,
had children.
smart, mate.
All 4.
all
There was
4 had
one that
children
had
on.
full
But
pages.
one of them was full.
You had one.
That was my Haberfield one.
Yes.
Pardon? What one?
The
Martin
Haberfield one.
Haberfield.
That's my latest one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
you
what
have
it's
real
full of
children
children.
on there. So, you haven't had a fantasy for children for a week. It's been longer than a week, hasn't it, Martin? Or Sam? No, it's not if I say so.
You tell us.
I
How
won't
long's
call
it
him
been?
Sam. That's degrading to his own son, to be fair.
So come on.
Thank you, Carol.
Martin, how long? How long's it been? Talk to me.
Not that long.
Not that long. So what changed? What one day you went boom? Okay, now I've got an attraction to children.
I've just had general chat with them.
It's not general chat. Isn't asking her to masturbate, though, is it?
Well, you're finding
Why
they're
do you want to
rather
talk to children
regular.
anyway?
I was a bit
And Rufy, considering you blocked me, why are you sitting here watching on your fake account?
wary talking to them in the first place.
Hold on, why should wary talk to them children in the first place?
One, they told me they was old enough. One that was on the dating website.
For 13 upwards. 13
Right,
upwards.
so she told you she was old enough, yeah? How old did she say she was
She
then?
told me she was 21.
Okay, and then how old did it turn out she was?
Then she told me she was 13, and I told her to back
You know,
off.
another real child.
I
That
will
must
tell
be
you
a
in a
real
moment.
child. That has to be a
And
real
did she send
child.
this images to her?
None of our decoys will tell you any age but their age.
But I've actually spoken to her mum on the telephone.
She did not, she did not tell you
That's the
that
one.
she was older in the first place. We have the chat log from beginning to end, yeah? Every single message that was sent from you to her, and every message that was sent from her to you. Yeah, nowhere in that chat log has she said she's over the age of 16. For starters, she's 13, and that's what she's gone by the whole time. She's explained to you she's been at school. You sat there, you spoke to her mum, you just told us that you thought her daughter was sat next to them while you was talking to her. And that's when you thought, oh, it's a real child, so I will send a dick pic and I will be vile. Because you didn't think we would turn up at your door. But I tell you what, yeah, we're always one step ahead of all you lot. You think you're clever, you think you know what you're doing, you ain't got a fucking clue, mate. We will always be on every single one of your cases. We will win this. We will stand here until we do.
I'd just like to put a few messages over to you, if that's okay. You messaged me saying, hello. I put my reply, hi, how old are you? You put 20. I put, I'm 13, is my age okay? You put, sorry, I put okay, and you put okay back. You carried on with my chat.
So I...
How are you? I'm very well, thank you.
Stop reading the thing.
I'm okay, thank you. That was me. You then put, good to hear that. I messaged, where are you from? You put Birmingham.
Liar.
You are a liar.
You have tried to cover your tracks every possible way because you knew what you was doing was wrong.
You have called me a catfish.
Have you heard of paedophile hunters before?
Well, you have now.
There you go.
It's far
Meet
from
Manchester
the
Angel
same
Hunters. Meet KKS. And meet...
Dirty online predators exposed. That's what you are, a dirty online predator, and you are exposed.
Also, what do you do for a job? Please explain what you do for a job.
Job centre once a fortnight.
Right.
Right, people.
Why did you tell me I'm a building work in new home, in a new houses? Why did you say you go and buy properties, you do houses up and you rent them? Do you know the other way we found out that you lied about that one? Because all the people that you said to us about, we've done tracks, right? And do you know what? Not one of them have heard of you. So now that's how we know you have lied throughout the whole conversation. So where you have said that you have asked to stop the messages, I have just proved that there on the opening message that you have sent to me. I think you are sick and you are vile, and I hope you get a very long time for this because it's wrong. All these real children that have been on your Facebook page, I hope the police contact all them
Correct,
and the parents, right? And I hope to God that you have not spoken to any real children. I hope it's just decoys and not real children.
Don't do I.
Because
Why?
if
I feel ashamed, that's why.
You don't though, do you? You're still at it.
Thing is, though,
You're still at it in 2025.
I told you.
You're still going.
Well, no, you are.
But you tried to be.
You are clever. The simple fact being, you told us multiple locations where you are or where you lived or where you've moved to. You used your son's photos, name, age.
Yeah, I was wrong using that.
No, that was you trying to be clever.
Yeah,
Using your son's picture because I'm not being funny. Your son is 10 times better looking than you.
Yes.
And you knew that'd be appealing to young girls, didn't you? Didn't you?
Maybe, yeah.
So what?
Which is why you used your son's pictures, knowing that young girls would be attracted to him, didn't you?
Not sure a dirty old bastard
Didn't
like
you?
you. Sitting here
Didn't
playing with
you,
your feet.
Martin?
If you say so.
No. I want
Why
you
do
to
you say if you say so?
You've kind of just admitted it all. I just wanted the final nail.
Oh, like I said.
You've just said and agreed that you know that your son is a good-looking lad and he'll attract young kids. So you use that picture, knowing full well that young girls had talked to him, didn't you?
Yes.
For your own sexual gratification, didn't you?
No.
So
What was
why
it for
did you do
then?
it then? What was it for?
I feel sorry for your son for having a father like you so sick and twisted.
So what was it for then if it wasn't for your own sexual gratification?
I think it was somebody to just talk to.
So why not talk to adults? Clearly, you had an adult talking to you. So why did you have to lower yourself to children? Or do we go back to the fact that you got a dodgy looking penis and you're scared that a real woman wants it?
Oh, they'd be epic friends, wouldn't they?
So what was it then? Come on.
I think it was a bit of tension, innit?
A bit of attention. What, for the last week? A bit of attention for the last week. So what's changed? What happened to... Why weren't you doing it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, like you're trying to say it was a week?
Why do you phone premium numbers and speak to one on the other end of the phone whilst pulling one off instead of trying to talk to
I
children?
did not put him on off.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I am saying. Instead of talking to... No, clearly you're not. Instead of talking to children online, if you wanted some attention, pay a premium phone number and speak to an adult on the other side of the telephone when she's going, "Oh, Martin," you go, "Oh, yes, baby," instead of doing it to children.
Yeah. But what you're saying is...
So I just don't want to get my other colleagues on the camera.
What I'm trying to say... Well, the thing is,
I think there's
you
about
told
10
me I'm
minutes
now
left to
playing
get
with my
home.
dick.
It's not long.
Yeah, but I can say that in the message, but I didn't.
You didn't?
You didn't
Why
what?
did you send it in the message? He did play with his dick.
I did play with my dick.
Why did you say to me that you was then? Why?
Hey,
Why did you say to me, putting me through all that torture that night, you made me feel vilely sick? Why did you say that you was playing with your dick? Why? You are vile.
Because he's a filth bag.
There's no words for you.
Come on, so what...
I just hope you get what you deserve. I know I will keep saying this, but I'll tell you now, Martin.
I couldn't count. I'd be
In fact,
swinging
I'm not going
fists,
to
you
use
know what I'm
something.
saying?
Your son is innocent in this,
he is.
right? Yes. You are sick, Martin.
And you bought
I
him
shall
into
see
it.
you in court.
Are you going to plead guilty? Are you going to tell them everything you've done?
Yeah.
So you're going to plead guilty?
I ain't got nothing to hide.
Tap up the screen for
You-
me, Hans.
You've got loads to hide.
I thought you said he was dirty, Abby.
It is, but I can easily like front time.
Why
Yeah,
did you
clearly.
say, why did you say to our adult decoy that you,
You know what?
didn't
Right.
smoke, you didn't drink?
When the judges listen to all this evidence and he gives his closing speech, the CPS not give the closing speech, they're going to say you are a manipulative liar, calculated, manipulative liar. Say that after us, you two. Yeah?
And a sexual
You
predator.
knew exactly what you was doing. You went for the long ball game.
One of them you've had since November. So this is sexual preference to children for a week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's now 4
You've been
months.
talking to
Do you know what the old country is
So
sorting
it's
out?
4 months. So how long have you been talking to children
Literally,
sexually?
yeah, Cat.
What are you talking about?
You know what we're talking about.
I think there's not many you ain't got a clue.
I ain't been talking to people.
You've got 10 apps, and I think up here, your numbers aren't quite adding up properly.
I got one Facebook.
Don't worry about what they are. Don't matter what they are.
Yeah, let me read mine. Go on, go for
Yeah.
it.
Like me to like website.
Yes?
Yeah. Got young girls.
Oh,
old
young girls.
How old? How old?
Why don't you go on grabagranny.com or something like that?
Because you look like you need to.
The way he states at young girls.
When you're lonely,
Pair of curtains together, let alone a woman.
And by the way, there's your fucking blowjob.
Yes, woman.
Yes, mother.
But what I'm trying to say to you is, right, first thing you said, it's always full of young girls. Why didn't you say there's an old 50-year-old with a fanny like a doner kebab?
Why did
Why
you
young
ask,
girls, straight away?
Why did you ask our adult decoy to marry you
I was messing
on the first night?
2 children.
I was messing about for lack of a conversation.
Oh,
Why
please.
lie about
Your normal
your
conversation
ex-partner?
then?
Do you have an ex-partner?
I'm separated.
Yes.
Thank
I'm asking
Christ.
you, do you have an ex-partner?
He must have, he's got kids.
So you wasn't lied about that then? That's one good thing you wasn't lied about then.
Do you know your morning sex?
Hey?
Do you know your morning sex that you want?
I don't like mornings.
You don't like morning sex? That's
No, but you want
that's
your
not-
morning
No, it's
sex.
because the kids are at school. That's why you don't like morning sex.
No, he wanted morning sex with me tonight because he expected me to be stopping it tonight. My decoy.
Morning sex.
Morning sex.
You know when you're locked up? You know what your morning sex will be?
Leroy.
You can feel belittled as you make these children feel.
Looking at you, right, looking at you, to where you're going to be going, you ain't going to stand a fucking chance. So all that control you had over them kids is going to be lost. You're going to be sat in your cell, begging them screws to look after you, because you've got fuck all about you.
You know, you're vile. You are a vile monster. And I'm glad that we have got you off our streets tonight.
Do you
God knows what could have happened if I hadn't have gotten to you. There could have been real children.
Yes,
but for God, thank God, there is no real children
But
at
it
the moment.
sounds like there is.
There is a
What
number
are
of
you
real
saying?
children.
There is real children.
There is real
Right, so
children.
we know we've got you talking to children from November, okay? So I'm going to ask you the question again. Because you can sit here and lie to me, I'm going to get the arse out of you again, okay? And I am going to go walk down there and I'm going to tell every single fucker what's going on.
That's glass.
We will show you his location
Every single
again
person.
in the next
So
10
you've been
minutes.
talking to him since November?
No.
No. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it, do you?
I don't think I've got that evidence.
Right, so
Yeah.
these real children you've got on your Facebook, right? What ages do they start from? And please do not lie to me.
I'll go by the face.
No, go by how old they tell you.
It tells you on their Facebook how old they are. Please tell me the truth. How old?
I was talking.
I will ask you one
I
more
was
time.
talking to one yesterday.
How old?
That's the one I'd sent my
How old?
picture.
Yesterday, on what? On what app?
Today, on what app?
I'm asking you an
So you
age.
sent, hold on, so you sent a picture of your penis one yesterday?
You got you.
How old?
Did you send it yesterday? Did you send a picture of your penis yesterday?
Oh, not yesterday.
That's what you were just saying?
No,
So you sent one yesterday to a child, you said. You sent a picture of your penis yesterday. Who to?
no. I was talking to someone on
How old was she?
Facebook.
And you sent a picture
And
of what you were
she
saying?
said she
Guys, was you
13.
talking yesterday?
No, she wasn't.
13. And what, you sent a picture of your penis?
Because we didn't have any contact with this predator. The last time we had contact with this predator, we're on Friday now, was Wednesday.
So
Last time we
yesterday,
had contact with yourself was Wednesday.
So who else have you
So who
spoken
have you spoken to? You have. You just told us. No.
no, she didn't tell you she was 13.
No.
Yes, you.
I didn't tell you I was 13.
She did tell you she was 13.
person I've been talking to.
You said you was talking. You said you was talking to a child
Clueless.
yesterday on Facebook.
It wasn't yesterday.
You just said it was
It was
yesterday.
yesterday.
I've been talking to people.
You don't even know what flipping day we're on, mate.
I've been talking to people on Facebook today.
Martin,
And how old
you
was
said,
that?
how old were they?
You spoke to children today?
Older, not older. Older than me.
Oh, really?
Oh, so you did go on grabagranny.com then? I found someone older than you.
Martin, why have you just said that you have spoken to a child yesterday and you sent a picture? What age? Please. I'm asking you politely and nicely.
Well, she told me she was 13. That's the one I was spoken to.
13.
The
Yesterday.
one I was spoken
She
to the
told
mum.
me she was
Yes,
You was
13.
not talking to that child yesterday. That child didn't speak to you yesterday.
So that's just wrong someone else's mum.
There is somebody else you was talking to.
Yeah.
There was somebody else you was talking to yesterday, which was a child. But you've also sent a penis picture to.
Can you get on my telephone, go on my Facebook?
No.
We're not allowed to. It's
We're not
missing.
allowed.
Hold on.
I
We'll
will
do
show
it.
you the person I'm
Okay.
talking.
You open your phone up, put it on there.
We're going to record it
Put it
so we
right
can
on there.
see.
Keep it away, please, just because it is a real child.
Now, you've gone past it, Clyde.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, your inboxes
I said
are the other way.
Facebook.
Yes, click on your inboxes. This
Yeah,
will be
I'm going to
interesting.
show you. I'm going to show the
Yeah, we've got
girl.
camera in.
No, it's not.
Oh, she looks young. Hello. Yeah, she looks
Click on that
young.
one.
Yes,
Yeah, she's a kid.
That's a
Yeah,
kid.
Yeah,
Yes, she is.
core profile. Click the profile.
literally
Yeah, that's mute.
that.
No, we'll not do that. We'll click cancel, not we. We'll click profile. Look right there.
She's not. She's older. She's got
She's a
kids.
child.
She's a kid.
She's got what?
She's got kids.
It's a child.
I thought she said she's got tits there. I was about to punch him. I really did.
She's got kids.
Go back onto
Hello, Benjamin.
She's actually in a school uniform there, but we'll ignore that. Good boy.
So now we're on his
Let's go
Facebook,
back, let's go
guys.
back.
There is real children.
Oh, look what he's been searching, look. Oh, he's been looking for you.
Click back.
Has he been looking for
Let's
me?
go back on inbox. Right, let's have a quick look. Right, we'll go back again. And again. Right, let's have a look. Right, scroll up slowly. No, other way. Scroll up. There you go.
That's it.
Who was you talking to yesterday?
So you've been deleting people on there?
No, that's not the person I've been talking
You've
to.
been deleting people on Facebook?
Look at the consistent messages you've been sending.
That's no. That's
That's the person I've been talking
That's
to.
her.
That's it.
That's our adult decoy.
That's the one I've been talking to.
That's me.
But you clearly deleted messages there. Because on here I've got
Is
Facebook
that video?
messages.
Can you close it again, please?
This video's
No.
not showing that now.
Can you close your phone down, please?
Can I just go to my other account?
Yeah.
Yep.
Feel free.
I've got 2 accounts.
Why?
Well, we know you've got more than one account. You've got 4 accounts, haven't you, Martin?
And then I'll show you his whereabouts just one final time.
We're not stupid. That's why we're here to get you.
Yeah? I ain't lying to you, am I?
Yeah? Because you said you've been talking to children for a week, and we know you've been talking since November.
You've lied throughout the whole incident tonight.
No,
Oh,
we're
right,
real
Vic.
children. That's what this is.
Right, click on it again, sweetheart. Good lad. Continue.
Cracks me up.
No, don't click that because it is you, clearly, unless you're going to buy your son's name again.
5-star hotel, pack your bags.
Right there.
Not yet.
Just put it down.
I was just checking some bits with him there, guys. Bear with us just a couple of seconds. I'm just trying to identify some more real children in this case.
Look at that.
On that account.
Hang on, what name's that? Which name
So
was
that
that
shows
one?
again you've been deleting
Was that not
messages.
Martin Woodward?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your fake account.
that's
that you
right.
told us is a fake account,
Delete
which
your
is
fake
where
Now,
you add people
Martin Woodward.
He's been deleting
That you
messages on
think-
Facebook.
Was it Martin Woodward,
you
yeah?
get
Yeah.
people with.
It's okay, Martin,
Philip
because the
Decoy's got
police
Martin
will
Woodward.
then...
Please can bring everything back.
Yeah, can you take that phone, please? Alright,
Look it.
Lock it again, yeah.
Locking it up, guys.
So why did you delete
Possession.
messages off your phone?
I ain't for the police.
Well, how come?
You
How
have
did
to say
you...
you've been trying to load up, have you?
Oi, silly boy.
I ain't silly.
Yes, you are.
That's why we're here. I caught you.
On here,
Genius.
I have contact with you with a child on Facebook. On your phone, magically, no messages towards children. So why have you been deleting messages?
Bobby has deleted it off his Facebook.
Why did you do that?
Possibly.
You knew it was wrong.
Yeah, probably in Facebook.
Probably it was wrong. It is
You
wrong.
knew talking to real children
Kathy,
was
I'll
wrong.
put it down while he's
Yeah?
on his phone showing.
You knew talking to real children was wrong, didn't you?
Right.
Martin! You knew talking to real children was wrong.
1 minute left.
So why did you do
And
it?
then
Because you didn't care
I'll
about the children, did
reiterate
you? You
to
were
you,
about
it's
getting
just
your
for
old
those of you that might not have seen his whereabouts.
What was it then? Why was you doing it?
You get an erection? Or was that picture off Google?
No, that picture was his own. That picture,
picture was his own.
Because his coffee table was in it. And so what? No, sorry, it wasn't his coffee table. It was his
Coffee table.
No, I tell you, it was his bed. It sat on the edge of his bed, yeah, and in the same picture, it's got a photo of him laid in bed with exactly the same bedding, and his trainer. I bet if I go in your room, I bet your trainer's still sat in the same place, mate. Don't think we didn't analyse your picture to try and double check whether it was your picture or not, because you sent us pictures of all around your flat, didn't you?
Silly.
Yes.
Police are here.
So we had pictures
Right,
of all.
this is
Yeah,
it.
I'll be alright, guys. Well, hey.
Put this live.
Right, do you know what? I'm going to give you a present
Right.
now.
That's the end of it. Right, that's pretty much the end of it, right? Says you not even
And a bracelets, that's what they're going to give you.
That's what you're getting, bracelets.
Happy Easter.
Cutting his feet.
So there you go, he was stung. So that's Martin Haberfield. This is the man that claims that we didn't know his whereabouts. He's from Leicester. So these are just the things that gave his whereabouts away. So we know he lives right opposite a B&M, right?
Just keep my mouth shut. Let these fucking robots.
So there's
Keep my
B&M.
mouth shut.
Right, there's
Let
kids
these
about.
fucking robots get a fucking grip.
Also right near him. Was it this one? 1 second. So where we show, so this is the mural on the wall.
You mad?
which is at the family the library / contact centre.
Don't know why they're calling me. Like I said, I said, they ain't got nothing better to do.
See that all on the wall?
Literally. You mad? I know.
So this is how we get to his whereabouts. Of course, which led us to this place, which there's that exact same memorial on the wall there. Just there. And then, which is this place also. Which, another one where he was stood outside of earlier. He was stood here roughly. So it's a multicultural library and family hub. There you go. So basically, it's just a fucking library. Which, let's have a look. See if we can pinpoint the memorial on the map. There it is, Hans. Right there. Howcroft. Shepshed Library with family support. Just for those of you, let me just zoom in a little. There's that there. Which Martin lives directly opposite at Mulberry Court. That's where Martin lives. And Martin does even like to fake his own food images. His image, Google image. And his sneaky little account is there. So, Martin Haberfield, Mulberry Court, Shepshed, next to Shepshed Library, Kids and Family Hub. We know your whereabouts, we know exactly where you are, which still puts you not far from the area that you was originally stung. Not far from that area at all. So yes, we do know where you are. No, we're not robots. We pinpointed you. That easy. You talk too much. You talk too much online. And a few screenshots from your background was able to direct them straight to your doorstep. It's amazing, isn't it? What you can find. As I say, definitely not robots. I mean, you might have robotic hips. Definitely not robots. Let's just go to manipulation instead. Tries to be a sneaky but uses his actual name for his account, yes. Right, so now back at the property, that's a different property. He was stung at another property. He's at a different property now, compared to where he was. So he's not in that same place. Not the same property. Thank you, Maggie.